Valley Club, last week we got the official announcement that the New Mutants are the next team coming to Marvel Strike Force. Today, we got the reveal of what the team is for and the full kits for all the new members and the reworks. We also have a brand new promo code, so reverted for that and all the new mutant info. You know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day and I hope you are ready for the New Mutants. We're gonna talk about their full kits and the reworks, the kits for Wolfsbane, Cannonball, and Warlock, and the reworks for Magik and Sunspot. And if you get some value from the video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Marvel Strike Force video goes up on a normal week, at least 5 pieces of Marvel Strike Force content. First thing, we have a brand new promo code to celebrate the kit reveal for the New Mutants. The promo code is New Mutants Rise, all one word, and let's redeem to see what this is for. It is, wow, this is for a lot of stuff here. It is, I think that's 4 million gold, 250 power cores, and 16,000 of these armor rate 20 orb fragments. So 8 armor rate 20 orbs. So good stuff here, guys. Make sure you claim all this stuff. But now it is time for the kit reveal for the New Mutants. So let's go and see the kits for all the new characters. We have Wolfsbane, we have Cannonball, and we have Warlock. And what it says, Fury is recruiting fresh talent for Xavier's School of Gifted Youngsters for his next elite squad. The New Mutants, the youthful team unites newcomers Cannonball, Wolfsbane, and Warlock with returning heroes Magik and Sunspot, each being upgraded with their powers for a renewed purpose. They're built for Cosmic Crucible, and I guess that's the big reveal for this team. Wasn't sure what the next team was. We did see that when they revealed the War and Cosmic Crucible rules last week, we did see that there's an upcoming War team. I was wondering if the next team was a War team. 2 teams were mentioned, upcoming War team and an upcoming rule for a defending War team. I wasn't sure if those were 2 separate teams, but we also got notice when we got the reveal of the Cosmic Crucible season rules. We have global rules for new team characters. So I guess the new team characters are New Mutants. Let me know if you think there's another War team coming or the New Mutants are the War team that was described in the War rules last week. But yeah, they're a team that they channel teamwork, raw energy to overcome tough opponents on both offense and defense. New Mutants are ready for any challenge ahead. Well, let's start with Wolfsbane. She is gonna be a hero, global mutant brawler, X-Men, and has that New Mutant tag is ready. Speed 124, so pretty fast character. Basic, uncaged, attacking the primary target, 230% piercing, flipping all regeneration, plus prolonged duration of all negative effects, except for ability block, stun, and trauma by 1 to a maximum 3. So pretty strong basic right away. The attack, the primary target has bleed. This attack gains 50% more crit chance, so more of a chance of getting those crits. The basic the ISO 8 counter looks very similar to the basic. You're gonna attack the primary target for 190 piercing, plus you're still gonna flip the regeneration, prolong your duration of negative effects, not the ability block, stun, trauma, to maximum 3. And if they have bleed, you're also still gaining that crit chance. So looks like a decently strong basic. Moving on to the special. Large energy cost. It's 8 out of 8. You can use it on turn 1, but probably not going to come around unless you're getting a bunch of ability energy from other characters there. You're going to start off 2 counters to self and all new mutant allies. You're going to attack all enemies, 250% piercing, applying 2 bleeds and heal block for 2 turns. If any target has stealth, you're going to apply an additional 2 bleeds to that target and you're going to clear stealth. You're going to bonus attack the enemy support with the highest damage for 125% piercing. So I like that a lot of our attacks are based on piercing damage. Prolonged duration of negative effects except for ability block, stun, and trauma by 1 up to a maximum 3. So very similar to what that basic does as well. In Crucible, this character has 3 new mutant allies, reduce the duration of all positive effects except for stealth by 2 on all enemies. So kind of that degradation effect. So I guess it can reduce the duration of trauma, things like that. No stealth, but everything else. Attack is unavoidable, cannot be blocked. I guess we'll see when it goes live in the game. And then the ultimate, Rise of the Lycan. Energy cost 3 out of 5, so not able to use this on turn 1. You're going to attack the primary target, 450% piercing, so more of that piercing damage. Applying Disruptor for 2 turns, heal block for 2 turns, reduce the speed by 30%. Then you're going to bonus attack the most injured enemy for 225% piercing on kill. 3 special ability energy for self. I do like that. On offense, gain offense up for 2 turns. No, just not on offense. You're just gonna gain offense up for 2 turns, speed up for 2 turns as well. Enemies killed by this attack cannot be revived. That's pretty strong. And it's also unavoidable, cannot be blocked. And it looks like both the special and the ultimate are all unavoidable. The passive, Teen Wolf. When an enemy gains stealth, apply speed up to self and all new mutant allies. On self or new mutant ally crit, apply +1 bleed to all enemies with bleed up to a maximum of 10. So lots of bleeds potentially. In Crucible, if that's his character has 3 or more new mutant allies, when an enemy gains bleed, fills speed bar by 10%. Ooh, she could be going very, very fast with all the bleeds that she's throwing around. Enemies cannot gain assist. All right, so I guess that kind of puts Echo out of the meta. One of the big things about Echo continuing to be involved in some hybrid teams is not assisting. Well, if Wolfsbane is gonna have that, maybe she's gonna replace Echo. Even if future teams after this, after these new mutants go out of style, speed bar cannot be filled or reduced by enemy for selves or allies or enemies. Ooh, speed bar. So no filling the turn meter. This is not speed stat. This is the turn meter. In Crucible, this character and all new mutant allies gain 100% crit chance against enemies with blind or silence. Ooh, okay. So starting off very strong, and if we look at some concept art, longer fur, I guess, for the hair and for the legs, base fur for more of the face. Rubberized cloth material is gonna be on this black part, the base cloth material, also some of these, and breathable mesh for gray areas, material for shoulder pads, and patent leather for yellow areas. All right, so that's kind of what the characters, textures are gonna look like. All right, Cannonball. Also a very fast character, 129. It's gonna have the tags Hero, Global, Mutant, Protector, X-Men, New Mutant. So he's the protector of the team. Basic, Blazing Barrage. Basic is Blazing Barrage. Attack the primary target and adjacent targets. 300% damage, applying offense down for 2 turns, slow for 2 turns, gain 1 deflected to a maximum of 3. All right, so some damage, offense down, controlling the enemies a little bit. As the ISO counter assist is pretty much the same. Attacking the primary target, 225% damage plus 17% piercing. Still offense down for 2 turns, slow for 2 turns, and deflect up to a maximum of 3. Moving on to the special, you're able to use this right on turn 1. And I think that's kind of a theme of this team, giving out special ability energy. At least Wolfsbane so far. Energy cost, 7 out of 7, clearing all barrier and all enemies. You're gonna attack all enemies, 375% damage. You're gonna clear 2 random positive effects and apply offense down for 2 turns. In Crucible, you have 3 new mutant allies, so that's kind of the theme so far. 3, not necessarily tied behind, locked, but these abilities aren't necessarily locked behind the full team. You can use some hybrid teams, and I kind of like that. If this character has 3 more mutant allies, blind and trauma to all enemies. That is a strong opening move. Ability block to mythic protector allies, stun to non-mythic protector enemies, immunity to self and new mutant allies, 3, deflect to a maximum of 5. In Crucible, this attack gains 300% more extra focus. So more of a chance to apply these ability blocks, blind, trauma, stun. And in Crucible, you're getting that extra focus, unavoidable, cannot be blocked. So very, very strong move, man. This team is gonna be nightmare for defenses and Crucible. The ultimate, again, you cannot use this on turn 1. 3 out of 5 energy cost. You're gonna apply stun to the primary target, attacking the primary and adjacent targets, 400% damage and clearing 2 random positive effects. For each deflect on this character, he's gonna gain 25% more additional damage, +1 offense down to a maximum of 3 to primary and adjacent targets, +1 slow to a maximum of 3 to primary and adjacent targets, and you're gaining 5 deflects. Enemies killed by this attack cannot be revived. So that's 2 out of the 3 new characters. Enemies killed cannot be killed. Enemies killed by this attack cannot be revived. And the passive here on spawn, starting off with those 2 deflects. So starting off with extra damage there, gaining taunt for 2 turns. So pre-taunt tank, gonna be strong. On self or new mutant ally crit, +1 deflect to a maximum of 10. So both of these, actually, I'm thinking, are gonna still remain in the meta, because pre-taunt tanks, gonna remain in the meta even after their team falls off, and when the Wolfsbane passive is not allowing your enemies to assist, that's gonna stay in the meta for a while as well. Both these characters I think are gonna be in the meta after their teams expire. On a self or new mutant ally crit, +1 deflect to a maximum of 10, so he's getting even more crits with the new mutants. When this character, a new mutant's ally, drops below 50% health, gain 2 deflect, safeguard for 2 turns, self and all new mutant allies, so deflecting some of the attacks there. In Crucible, this character has 3 new mutant allies. On self or new mutant ally turn, if this character's health is above 50% health, gaining taunt, so reflexive taunt and a pre-taunt. Enemies with blind or silence cannot generate barrier for themselves or allies. Ooh. If support and protector allies cannot spawn with immunities, so that means that you can take off taunts of some of these characters. Or I guess I'm thinking of trauma, not immunity. Immunity just means you can't put any extra negative effects on them. If this character or any new mutant ally does not have defense up, minor defense up, that character gains 25% more damage reduction, 25% resistance, and for each deflect on this character, more crit chance, more armor, in addition to the additional damage that he's gaining for deflects on the ultimate as well. Concept art looks pretty cool. I can't read it. It says darks are neoprene with wide specular pattern, and grays have diamond thermal quilting pattern. Right, so that is what the textures of Cannonball will look like as we move on to Warlock, the robot thing. Hero, cosmic, tech, controller, X-Men, New Mutants. I'm glad he's a tech character, not a mutant character, but part of the New Mutant team. So that's gonna be a little interesting with kit rings. I guess you can bring this full team into like mutant sections of, maybe not cosmic, like different challenge content that can limit the tags there. But basic for Warlock and speed 121. So this is a pretty fast team. The basic is attacking the primary target, 300% damage, flipping 3 random positive effects, apply stealth to all new mutant allies at 50% or 50% health or less. So they can't be directly targeted. They can be targeted by adjacent attacks and AoE attacks, but not directly targeted. The ISO 8 counter, very similar attack to the primary target, 225% damage, plus 17% piercing, still flipping those random positive effects, applying stealth to all new mutant allies with 50% health or less. A special 2 out of 5 energy, so not able to use this on turn 1. Bomb Copter, this character does not have trauma, transfer negative effects from new mutant allies to self, flipping negative effects to on self to positive effects. So he's taking all the negative effects, bringing them to himself, then flipping them as long as he does not have trauma. Attacking all enemies, 360% damage, silence for 2 turns, clearing all battlefield effects on the allied side. So if there's some negatively affecting battlefield effects, it would clear it off. Enemies killed by this attack cannot be revived. This attack is unavoidable. I'm thinking of Franklin Richards here with this one. All right, next is the ultimate Nanite Tank. Energy cost 6 out of 6. Reduce, I guess Odin as well. And Odin's battlefield effect goes on the enemy side, I think. The ultimate Nanite Tank. This one you can use on turn 1. Reduce the duration of all negative effects on self and new mutant allies by 2. Attack all enemies, 380% damage, silence for 2 turns, trauma for 2 turns. In Crucible, 50% more piercing. In Crucible, that has 3 or more mutant allies, new mutant allies. Flipping vulnerable, charged, and revive once the ability block on all enemies. Oh my goodness. All right, and that kind of goes into effect for, that kind of aligns with one of the effects coming up this upcoming season, Cosmic Crucible, where you're getting a lot of revive once. It's gonna be flipping to ability block. Vulnerable, exposed, and darkness to immunity on self and new mutant allies. So flipping the negative effects on the enemies, flipping the positive, the negative effects, or flipping the positive effects to negative effects on enemies, flipping the negative effects to positive effects on your allies, clearing all battlefield effects on the allied side. This attack is unavoidable, cannot be blocked. This is a very strong team. The passive, Technarchine, I think that's how to pronounce it. Until this character completes a turn, enemies cannot gain offense up, and this character and new mutant allies cannot gain stun, defense down, or exposed. All right, it's kind of better if he's a slower character. I guess he's the slowest character so far of the team. The Crucible. In Crucible, on self or new mutant ally turn, if that character does not have defense up or any negative effects, flipping one effect to defense up and flip all remaining negative effects to deflect. All right, so flipping it to deflect, it's good in Crucible. And in Crucible, if this character has 3 or more new mutant allies on spawn, all other characters on spawn effects transfer all after all others characters on spawn effects. Transfer speed up, defense up, offense up from all enemies to self, and spread speed up, defense up, offense up to all new mutant allies. Oh my goodness, that is super strong. Enemies can only gain bonus speed through positive effects. And the speed of this character and ally can only be reduced by slow. So when they're talking about speed here, that's talking about the base stat of speed. Speed bar is turn meter. And as far as concept art, well, metal wiring material for all hair and cables, overall body metallic textures, and a LED effect or yellow-orange areas. So that is what Warlock is gonna be like. Let's move on to Magik, the reworks. She has not been in the meta for a while, so some huge stat upgrades. Health going up by 460%, damage up by 292%, armor up by 239%, focus up by 197%, resistance up by 223%. Moving on to the special, heal self and all new mutant allies for 300% of this character's max health, attacking all enemies 300%, piercing, flipping, immunity, and regeneration. So mainly the thing that got added is this line here, the heal, and then flipping regeneration as well. The rest of it remains the same, reducing the speed bar of the primary target 30% health, 10 charge to maximum of the self, and chargeable uncanny X-Men allies. I'm not sure if the charge is gonna affect this team, but still remains if you're using the older team. The ultimate limbo strike, this top line got added, heal the most injured new mutant allies for 10% of this character's max health, plus clearing negative effects, and the rest of the old ultimate remains the same. Barrier self, X-Men allies, 20% of this character's max health. Clear disrupted, ability to block from self and X-Men allies, attack the primary target, 450% damage, plus the drain, and it's still unavoidable, cannot be blocked. The passive is still very, very long. And it still has some synergy with Colossus and Kitty Pryde. And if we go in game right now, she does have that synergy with Kitty Pryde and Colossus. However, it looks like this line has been removed. On turn, if an ally Phoenix has died and Dark Phoenix currently not active, summon Dark Phoenix. This can only trigger 1 per match. We go to the advanced copy of the kit. It looks like that line did get removed. So the new stuff here, on crit by self or a new mutant ally, clear heal block from the most injured new mutant ally, plus heal that character for 5% of that character's max health. The first time this character or a new mutant ally drops below 40% health, heal that ally by 30% of this character's max health, reduce the duration of disrupted by 2 on that character, apply 2 death proof and to evade if this character drops below 40% health again, heal that character by 15% plus apply 1 death proof and 1 evade instead. Still getting the drain. X-Men allies are still getting the drain, but I guess they wanted Phoenix to go in that Phoenix Force team, so they removed that. I guess that would be a little too strong if you got Omega Red, Phoenix Force, Phoenix, and then Magik. They just removed that line unless it's just not listed here. As we move on to the reworks for Sunspot, you got some big stat increases as well. Health went up by 270%, 207%. Damage went up by 213%. Armor went up by 269%, focus up by 160, resistance up by 194. The special got a minor rework. All it's doing is applying heal block in addition to the slow that it's already doing. And it's gonna prolong duration of the negative effects, excluding ability block trauma. Now it's adding, well, it did exclude ability block trauma. Now it's also excluding trauma from that. The ultimate, very minor rework as well. Also in the Raise and Crucible, he was applying disrupt to the enemies, so that just got extended to Crucible as well. And his passive, let's move this up. In Crucible, this character has 3 or more new mutant allies. Enemies cannot gain taunts, so no taunts with at least 3 new mutant allies and Sunspot on the field. So that's what the new mutants are all about. Cosmic Crucible team, a lot of their kits revive around 3 new mutant members, so it does look like you can replace 2 of the members, depending what you need, depending what you're encountering. Let me know your thoughts on the new mutant team, and do you think we're gonna get another team for War before the next season of War starts, or at least is announced? Hopefully you did get some value from this video. If you did, leave the video a like. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. And if you want to see the top picks for Dark Dimension, Professor X Saga, the Blue Marvel Saga, everything right now, check out the video up there to help yourself plan. And I will see you guys next time. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And let me know your thoughts on these new mutants. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.